Are you sure? Isn't like if you know that you're with a guy and you tell him, I know you're cheating, but I'm fine, I'm gonna stay with you. Will you respect me the same way?
I will respect you more.
Way more.
Because you can see, because here's the thing, you can see the world for what it really is. So it's a very pragmatic position to be in. Because let's face it, everybody in this room knows it's going to happen. It's going on, right?
We'll agree
So
with
if
that.
you just call it out and love them through it, you are more than likely to cinch him deeper.
Yeah.
Because you are now you're the 1% woman.
Think about it this way.
But you don't know.
She's not happy, are they?
One at a time, guys.
We
One
were
at a time.
talking about this earlier. Like, people make choices, and I think like all men have they're all inclined to cheat. I don't believe that all men do if they have the option.
No, I don't think. I think you're
I
right.
agree.
I don't think they do. And I mean, I don't think we can't say every single man is always going to cheat. You know, even if he does have the options, there will be some guy. He's like, no, I deeply love my wife. I don't believe it's the right thing to do. I'm going to pass it up. I'm not going to do it. Sure, of course, there are those guys. But I think what we're kind of all saying is every guy has the sort of innate.
Yeah, I agree with you. I
desire
agree with
to
you.
do it. And many guys would act out on it if they had the opportunity to do
Right,
so.
but I think like life is about choices and consequence, and I do think there's a sector of guys that probably would cheat if they felt like there was no consequence.
Well,
but just like
Guys,
it's like
99%.
imagine
Women too, though.
Yeah.
There was no
Imagine if the
consequence,
guy
they would cheat,
is
too.
suddenly finds himself in a room with like a Victoria's Secret model or something, and there's going to be no consequence to this. Nobody's ever going to find out. It's going to be completely secret.
Right.
Would he do it? Probably
Sure,
in many cases,
sure.
yes. So,
But
Guys-
there's a group of guys that would say, don't put me in that room because I don't want to be tempted to do that.
yes,
But guys,
Sorry, go ahead.
this person you're talking about is a decimal point outlier.
Yeah.
And more than likely, if you take a group of men that wouldn't do it and you pull religion and guilt out, then tell me what the number of men would be. Now we're like 3 decimals.
Oh, I'm sure religion and guilt is part of it, but that's like part of society.
Right.
Like if you made in this case, like, this isn't a situation where they're open and honest with the woman. Like, I think cheating's wrong if you're not open and honest with her.
That makes it cheating.
Does this make
And
you
so what I'm saying is, like, I think there's a group of guys that don't necessarily like partake in that because they don't want the consequence that comes with it.
Yeah.
Like,
But
cheating
That's
breaks
not
up
loyalty.
that's different.
That's not loyalty.
What is it then?
It's
Fear of consequence.
yeah, it's just fear of consequence. They still want to do it. They would still do it if they knew they wouldn't get caught.
They're already
you
doing
could
it
be
in their
tempted
head.
to do something and not do it.
Yeah.
You can't.
Like,
They should
like
do
that's
it.
like
No,
like,
it would be
that's
because
like me, that's like me saying, okay, I'm with a guy and I meet a higher status guy that I'd rather sleep with. Like, that's like me saying, there's no loyalty. Like, sorry, I'm trying to formulate this right. I would still want to sleep with that guy, but because I love the person I'm with, like, you choose not to. You choose not to put yourself in situations where you're going to be tempted. Like, that's part of just being a human, is making choices.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it kind of cuts both ways, because there are people in the sort of the men's manosphere space who would believe that actually all women would cheat if they have the opportunity, because they believe hypergamy is so strong that as soon as a woman walks into a room with a,
I think all women are tempted to cheat
That's
on
exactly
some,
what I
on
was
some,
gonna
but
say.
I think again,
Yeah.
you make choices based on your loyalty to
Yeah.
that guy. Like, there's always going to be a better guy. Always.
You know
Just- yeah.
what I think we're missing here is you say that, but just like we were talking about earlier, when there's a dissonance, you won't sleep with a man that's a certain level because you don't believe he's doing anything but sleeping with you. Most women will jump if they think they can land on that branch.
yeah.
And what they do is start creating stories about how their current guy is not doing some bullshit, but really it's hypergamy in action. Oh, he plays video game, or he's not doing this or some stupid shit. Because if she thinks she can actually land that guy and he won't just pump and dump her, she'll start talking shit about the other guy. And I'm gonna tell you right now, because I get this shit a lot. When women start, they'll send a Facebook message or something and start talking shit about their husband. I'm like, the bitch, she's trying to jump. You know?
But at this,
Yeah, it's monkey branching, dude.
yeah, but at the same time, you could also not have social media. Like, if that's something you're going to be, as a girl, if you're going to be tempted to do that, and you made that choice, you made that lifelong commitment, you cannot have social media, and like
Yeah.
you're going to be a lot less tempted to do that type of thing.
Right. Or you could get a man that keeps her frame, and you could have social media, and he could be in the inboxes.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that too.
Who?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So if I'm with a girl, I have her Instagram. I can see it when she gets a message.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
Can
is
she
wrong
see
with
yours?
that? What's wrong with that?
No.
To be honest, I'm thinking about it, and I was just
Crazy.
like, what was you actually mentioning? But definitely between me and my husband, but all laptops, all phones are open. But if I was just seeing somebody,
a bank account's
yes,
open.
bank
So
accounts.
why wouldn't an Instagram trump a bank account?
We've been together a very long time.
Fine.
If I was just dating somebody, or even if I'm boyfriend and girlfriend with them, no. Are you having access to my things? Can I have access to yours though? Does it go both ways? So it's only a one-way street.
Yes.
Come on, that's ridiculous.
No.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a test of
cheating,
love
but
about
cheating
it.
is
But
different.
do girls agree with that? That you can have their
clearly.
Instagram.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because they've quit looking.
Because you've been honest.
Yeah.
Like, I am going to do what I'm going to do.
Bingo.
No, because I'm her best option.
Yeah, but she knows you are going to do what you're going to do anyway. But
There's zero lying.
Okay.
Yeah, zero
that's
lying.
cool. That's fine.
Well,
Then she's cheating.
are
She
these
knows.
women genuinely happy?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Do you
Happier.
care?
How do you
Happier.
know?
Do you care? Is the question.
Okay.
Do you care? That's another
Do you
question.
care?
Absolutely,
Do you
I care.
Okay.
I think you should absolutely love the fuck out of your girl. You should treat her better than any woman you've ever treated.
And that's what
Let's
it means
get
when he
the-
says queens versus.
Yeah, let's get the
I mean,
honesty.
I get
And the
it.
only
Yeah.
reason we call them
just don't
hoe,
agree.
only reason you call hoe is because I personally think if you call all the other women hoes, it makes your girl feel better. And as a man, your
Yes,
job
it's
is to paint a
manipulative.
reality
Yeah.
for her. If you really love her, you need to paint a reality for her that makes her
Are
happy.
you guys coming around to? Are you coming around to the hoe terminology now?
Is-
Yeah, I get it.
I got to pay them.
I know it's a lot, but if I really, really love her,
Right.
I want to paint a reality that makes her life a dream. Because otherwise, because she can deal with the truth, but otherwise she's sitting at home like this young lady saying, "Oh, I think it. Why don't she just listen? Know that my man's a shit. Women are trying to get at him, but he'll never leave me. These dumb hoes think they're gonna steal my man. It'll never happen."
And there's a point that
there's a piece in
But
that.
it's putting
just
the
really quickly,
behavior
Justin.
on the woman and not the man. That's that. I have an issue with that as well.
sorry, what was
It's
the first- I missed that part.
said it's putting the
Speaking
kind
to the
of
mic.
the behavior. Sorry, I've got
No,
quite a
no,
small
you can.
voice.
I heard it.
Putting the behavior on the woman and not the man. Like if you're labeling like these hoes that they're coming at me, but actually is the man that's actively going out looking for that while he's in a relationship.
Sometimes.
And saying yes to it and making the choice to actually do it.
but it's
you're
the
talking
hoes-
about
it's the
choices.
hoes
That's
that-
exactly what it is.
It's the hoes that are coming at. Like,
Yeah, look at
you
Justin's
can say-
inbox.
But okay,
look at his views.
but it is that woman's choice to allow him to
Also-
penetrate her with his penis.
I was just about to say, but the man is the one that's going in.
Yeah, but
So
she can
even if
still-
the guy,
but even
if the door is open, if the woman is like, I'm open to you, it's the man that has decided I am going to leave my queen to enter into this hoe.
Well, he's not gonna-
What
he's
does
not
that
gonna-
say about the dude?
He's not going to leave his queen, is he?
No, I mean, I'm leaving her
Temporarily.
side, her bedside. I'm not going to sleep with her tonight or this minute, and I'm going to go to this hoe. What does that say about the man
It
and his
says
penis?
that he
Where
is-
is the respect?
It says that he's a man like every other man.
And
like I
his
said,
penis has
because-
no worth.
No. Well, biologically, the penis really doesn't have much worth. The vagina does because it creates life.
I agree.
That's
just
got nothing
wanted
to
you
do with
to say
like
it.
the
Thank
value of a man versus a woman. That's just sort of that's a biological fact.
Exactly.
Right. But it just makes the point I made a while ago that no woman has that one quality that every man wants, which is variety. It's very, very hard for a lot of women to kind of understand this and internalize it and emotionally accept it. But as amazing as you are, there's still going to be you're still going to be tempted. Men are still going to be tempted by some
Right,
other woman.
but it's still about
Just don't do
choice.
You've
And
got to
it's still-
remember. You've got to remember as well, though, the distinction between the sexual desire in the man and love, or whatever we want to call it. You know, that deeper feeling. There is a distinction.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
this
it's
whole
strong,
thing.
too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
huge.
absolutely.
I do think men and women cheating is different. Like, I think if a woman cheats, she's trying to leave you. If a man cheats,
Yes.
he's
Yes.
just like
He's
it's
getting
like
off.
it's like a handshake.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean, because again,
You can absolutely sleep with a woman who you may find very attractive and very sexy and everything else, but your heart is still completely with another woman.
I'll explain to you like this.
100%.
Before
100%.
you sleep with that woman, do you tell them that you're in a relationship?
Next question.
Playing.